like your brand name also stands for big piano. It brings to your mind like the body and soul of the material. So how do you choose your material and like what is your connect with it?
So, can we start? Should I get of it or? Oh, I can see it here. Okay. So, I've just put together a small presentation that really talks about how we like to interpret material itself. And so, if you really think of it, everything is made out of matter. Matter means little parts. And therefore, the intangibles such as light, water, air is also made up of small particles. And that for me is material. And so it's not material that you can touch, but it's also material that you can think of. Even thoughts are made out of material. And so if I really take this very abstract and poetic notion of the idea of material, then that sense of material informs design and concepts. And then there's the tangible aspects of material, which we like to think of in terms of having character, having personality, having its own identity. And so you actually have conversations with material and then you put it together into your design. So maybe a little bit of the presentation will help to explain that. Is it? Green button? Oh, yeah. So I don't think this needs a lot of explanation, so I'll just start with. So you can see this is like wasted steel that came from our clients and we used it as a skin on a building, or a school that we're doing in Gujarat, which is just made out of bricks. And in this school, even the floorings are made out of bricks, even the walls, the roofs, almost everything is made out of this one single material. You can see that. This is pigmented concrete. So we mixed pigment into the concrete itself and cast this whole thing as one piece. So there's no paint here. So there's a sense of using this in its natural, honest form. And there's no second layer that kind of covers what its original form is. So there's a certain kind of honesty that we want to use material with. These are countertops again made with cements and cast on site itself. That's your brick floors. We've really taken the brick, cut it into pieces, laid it differently and filled it with cement again, so you get different textures using brick. This is something interesting again that we're now exploring and experimenting with, which we're making few walls cast in broken bricks and debris and all kinds of mixed material. So you can see that we made these large blocks. We're going to get tested for strength and then we will actually use it as casting walls for a project in Alibag. Using stone and granite, like Amit says, marble also, so some of our projects are using this in its very raw form, and the whole idea is again to be sustainable. So in the sense that you're getting the material from very close to the site. So the stone is acquired from less than 30 kilometers from where the site is, so it's a quarry and we're picking stone from there. So it's really coming at not only just a low cost financially, but it's actually saving on energy because there's no transport impact here. Also local craftsmen. Here we're really looking at the idea of concrete and a semantic and using this as a load bearing wall. So this was done years back on a project some of you might have seen where we actually cast these pipes in concrete and stacked them up to create a load bearing wall, and that became an integral part of the structure of the building. So again, it's not just material as actual material that makes and constitutes the wall, but how it is seen, how it is felt, and what you make out of it. So just these different ideas of what material implies as. This is that granite again being crafted. So it's another level altogether. So it's not just a material, but how you use the material and what really goes in terms of crafting the material. So this wall is a sample wall for another project, again in South India. and it's just using local granite to craft it. This is casting huge tiles. So just the way Amit talked about using terrazzo, well, thank God now we have you. But otherwise this would be done on site. So we've actually created huge tiles. You can see in the picture that they're cured on the site itself and then used as part of flooring in the project, in the building, in the house. And that's what we